Hey Bulldogs, let's see what's happening this week in Code Blue news. First, Brianna is here with Super Bowl trivia. Then, Matt talks about Kobe Bryant's legacy. And finally, George explains the coronavirus. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm Nick Chaffee.
And I'm Angela Rossi. Welcome to Code Blue News.
Attention all middle school students. It's not too late to sign up for the Scholastic Challenge. Please stop in the library or email Mrs. Golden to sign up if you have any questions.
This Sunday is the NFL's 54th Super Bowl. Many of you may not know much about this, considering it does include Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Brianna went around the hallways to test your knowledge on the Super Bowl.
Hey guys, welcome back to Trivia, long time no see. This week, Super Bowl edition. Which NFL player has the most Super Bowl wins? A. Tom Brady, B. Antonio Brown, C. Drew Brees, or D. Aaron Donald?
A. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
I'm going to go with Tom Brady.
What number is Tom Brady? A. 7, B. 23, C. 12, or D. 99?
C. 12.
Okay, great. Which team has defeated Brady in 2 Super Bowls? The 49ers, the Giants, the Packers, or the Vikings?
I'm going to go with the Packers.
The Giants.
B. The Giants.
The Vikings.
Who was the ref in Super Bowl II? A. Jack Vest, B. Cameron Sharp, C. Jim Anderson, or D. Dave Harper?
Jim Anderson sounds like it, yeah, 60s.
No. Who intercepted a Russell Wilson throw in Super Bowl 49? A. Jared Goff, B. Jamal Adams, C. Chris Jones.
Malcolm Butler.
I'm gonna go with her.
D. Malcolm Butler.
Jamal Adams.
With 8 minutes and 21 seconds left in the third quarter in Super Bowl 27, who made a 20-yard field goal kick for the Dallas Cowboys? You get all that? A. Keith Adams, B. Lynn Elliott, C. Chris Atkins, or D. Alex Albright?
I'm gonna go with C.
D. Alex Albright.
No.
B.
Which is the most watched Super Bowl of all time? A. Super Bowl 49, B. Super Bowl 32, C. Super Bowl 6, or D. Super Bowl 16?
I'll go with 49.
I'm gonna go with 16.
49.
A. Super Bowl 49.
49, because, Pats all the way.
Which city has hosted the most Super Bowls? Miami, New Orleans, New York, or Boston?
Boston.
C. New York.
That's incorrect. But you got most of them right. One of them right. Thank you to everyone who participated. This has been Brianna Graziano with Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Brianna, and congratulations to 8th grader Lendy Joseph for winning this week's Super Bowl trivia. Lendy earned a Pazings gift card. Thank you to Pazings for donating the gift card, and make sure to go give them a try. Staying on the topic of gift cards and trivia, do you think that you know a lot about the Star Wars saga? Mrs. Golden has set up a Star Wars-themed trivia on the display case outside of the library. Answer all 6 questions to be entered into a drawing for a Domino's gift card. The contest ends today.
Last week, we reported on a coronavirus outbreak in China. George Starr is here to explain what a coronavirus is, as well as talk about one that has existed before.
A virus has sparked up in the Wuhan province in China. It already has spread to many places around China, such as Korea, Japan, Vietnam, Europe, Australia, and as well as the US and Canada. As of Thursday, January 30th, the total number of reported infected was around 7,818 and about 170 deaths. This number is expected to increase with each passing day. Many people don't know the exact classification of this virus strand since it usually is not seen in humans. As described by the World Health Organization, this virus is in the coronavirus family. This is a family of single-stranded RNA that usually reside in animals. These animals include your common house pets, farm animals, wildlife, bats, and pretty much any mammal, even including humans. It can also be transmitted from fish and other consumable purchases in markets. Markets such as the ones in Wuhan, where various foods are traded and sold non-stop throughout the day. It is an airborne virus, meaning that it spreads through saliva, air, and objects if an infected person interacts with it. Symptoms include pneumonia, fever, cough, and difficulty breathing. Worst case scenarios include severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS for short, kidney failure, and even death. These symptoms apply to all who contract the coronavirus, but is particularly more deadly to the elderly or those who have previously or currently have medical problems. World Health Organization, doctors, nurses, and any medical personnel recommend keeping contact a minimum in potentially contaminated areas such as Wuhan, Japan, parts of the US, and other countries with reported cases. They also recommend wearing face masks in crowded areas and overall avoiding mass public gatherings or transport of any kind. It is quite important, pretty much vital, for it to have been discovered and publicly announced as early as this virus was. The later a virus is discovered and announced, the more opportunity it has to spread and evolve. For example, the SARS outbreak back in 2003. The first case was discovered on November 16, 2002. China was aware but discouraged press from reporting on the outbreak. The Republic later notified the World Health Organization about the outbreak in February 2003. During the entire period of SARS, it had about 8,098 reported cases and 774 deaths. This was over a period of 6 months and infected about 24 countries all over the world. With this short description of the SARS outbreak, it's easy to see the similarities between these two viruses. After all, they are in the same family. Like all living organisms, a virus can evolve and mutate to benefit its survival and infectivity. This could explain the increase in infectivity but decrease in lethality of this newer coronavirus. There isn't any need to freak freak out over this virus due to a few reasons. The World Health Organization was notified extremely early, so the world can put focus and research into making a viable cure. Cities across the world have regulated and restricted accessibility and issuing bans on certain things such as transportation or selling in markets to reduce the spread of the virus. These are the necessary steps in quarantine in order to efficiently research and find a cure for the virus. The current fatality percentage for the coronavirus is about 3%, which could decrease with proper care and procedures for the sick. It could also increase with improper care and possible evolution or mutation and spread of the coronavirus. The world has its eyes on this new virus, and it won't look away. This has been George Starr for Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, George. Hopefully the virus will be contained soon. We'll have more updates next week. As many of you know, the school is running a fundraiser. This weekend is our last weekend for donations. Also, this weekend, the fundraiser is giving away 2 Yeti Cups. Any student that earns $10 in donations or sends 5 easy emails will be entered into a raffle. The 2 lucky winners will receive their very own Yeti Cup and a choice of either lunch with the principal or a guest appearance on Code Blue.
Lastly, the winners of the top grade challenge were the 7th and 10th grade. Congratulations, you guys will now earn a free coupon to free ice cream at lunch.
Moving on, Marcus is back with this week's update on sports. Sports update on boys and girls basketball.
This week in sports, the boys varsity basketball team lost a tough game to Southeastern on Monday 57-55, while the girls secured the win 55-38. On Wednesday, the boys won against Avon 76-46, and the girls beat Avon 70-21. Both teams did a great job keeping the lead in all 4 quarters. Today, the varsity boys play away against Bishop Conley at 6:30, while the girls play at home 5 o'clock. Come out to support your teams. This has been Marcus Spencer with Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that update, Marcus. Good luck to both the girls and boys teams as they take on Bishop Conley tonight.
Last week, juniors and seniors attended an assembly on manufacturing jobs on the South Shore. Sean Killiam, the MEP Director of Entrepreneurship, said after a presentation, the future is now for manufacturing. And Dean Rizzo, the Executive Director of the Mass Hire Workforce Board, added there are many career opportunities in manufacturing. The presentation was organized by Mass Hire and Mass MEP. For those interested, there is more information available to students at massmep.org.
The kids going on the Ecuador trip have a quick announcement to make. Next week, the students and staff will be collecting donations to bring to the children in Ecuador. They will be donating their collections to the young children from the communities that they visit while on their trip. Items such as school supplies, art supplies, and small games and toys will be collected. Please feel free to bring in any of these supplies to help both your classmates and the young children in Ecuador.
Speaking of trips, here at Code Blue, we are fundraising for our very own trip. Many Code Blue students are taking a trip to DC in March for a Student Television Network convention. In order to fundraise for our trip, we are selling raffle tickets for a chance to win AirPods. Tickets are $5 a piece. You can buy a ticket for this raffle at lunches next week.
By now, many of you have most likely heard of the passing of former professional basketball player Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest basketball players of all time, spending his entire 20-year career with the LA Lakers. Matt Messina is here to tell us more about Kobe's historic career and his lasting legacy.
If you're close to him, you're going to affect his shot. Come out in a different set. Ball out of bounds. Got to get it in. No timeouts to save yourself. And Blake gets it into Kobe. Kobe, good little fake. 3 to tie! 3 to tie! We're tied at 109! Kobe again!
After a 20-year career consisting of 5 championships and MVP 33,000 points, Kobe's greatness has far exceeded basketball. When they were 17, Kobe and his future wife Vanessa fell in love as Bryant became an international sensation in high school. He would go straight into the NBA, skipping college, where he would land on the premier NBA franchise, the Los Angeles Lakers. With Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe would win 3 championships straight in the early 2000s in the wake of Jordan's retirement. Kobe became an icon in the way he would take over games. Sometimes he would make an enormously clutch contested shot, and sometimes he would just take over games right when it began. Kobe's play style was polarizing, to say the least.
As an athlete, anyone who plays any sport, whether it be basketball or not, they know who Kobe Bryant is. Like, Mamba mentality means something different to every athlete, and that just proves how big of an impact he had on athletes in general, considering any athlete that wants to continue their athletic career kind of thinks about Mamba mentality and tries to follow that to the best of their abilities.
In 2008, he would win his first league MVP and would bring the Lakers squad back to the finals. While they fell short, Kobe was pushed to work harder than ever. However, even after the 2009 championship against the Magic, Kobe needed one more very important thing to be a true Laker legend. He had to defeat the Celtics in the finals, and he would do just that. For the rest of his career and early in his retirement, Kobe would always try to find the next generation to pass the torch to, as Jordan did to him. He would also have 4 daughters, Natalia, Gianna, Bianca, and Capri. Kobe was very involved in his young daughters' basketball careers, and he once said to them, "If you do the work, and if you work hard enough, dreams come true. And if you guys understand that, then I'm doing my job as a father." Which makes what happens next even sadder. This past Sunday, January 26th, Kobe Bryant was killed when the helicopter he was traveling in crashed and burst into flames amid foggy conditions in the hills above California. Kobe was riding with 8 people, including his daughter Gianna, as they were en route to a basketball event for his 13-year-old daughter. The entire basketball world was shocked by Kobe and Gianna's deaths, as Gianna had all the potential in the world, and Kobe was still very active in NBA culture.
Few athletes transcend sports. Kobe Bryant was one of them. A legend on and off the basketball court, the NHL joins the world tonight in mourning the 9 victims of this horrific accident.
It's horrible that, you know, the family has to go through the loss of their members. She was a walking bucket, so it's just sad that, you know, we have to see them leave, and, you know, we'll remember them.
Hearing about Gianna Bryant really got to me, considering it was sad enough that Kobe is a legend who meant a lot to so many people, and losing him was hard enough, but then thinking about the family, losing both a father, a sister, a daughter, a husband in one day is a lot to handle, and she was so young, and she was especially so close with Kobe that, I don't know, that one hit different.
He is the type of player we will tell our grandchildren about, as he elevated the world of sports with his mere existence. There will simply never ever be another player like him. May he rest in peace with his daughter Gianna. This is Matthew Messina, back to you in the studio.
So, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And what can I say? Mamba out.
Kobe was an incredible role model, not only to basketball fans, but his young children as well. Both Kobe and his daughter Gianna will be missed. That wraps up this week's show. I'm Angelo Rossi.
And I'm Mick Chaffee. See you next Friday.